The night my cousin tried to destroy my career. 300 people were watching, and I let her speak first. Crystal chandeliers. A packed ballroom. My name glowing on the screen as the winner. Then someone screamed, "She's a fraud." My cousin stood up, phone raised, voice shaking on purpose. "She stole my entire career. I have proof." The applause died instantly. You could feel the shift. Suspicion, curiosity, judgment. My CEO stopped clapping. My mentor went pale. And me? I smiled. Because this moment wasn't chaos to me. It was confirmation. I calmly pulled out my phone and said, "I was waiting for this." What she didn't know, what no one in that room knew, was that I'd been inside her private planning space for a year, watching her rehearse this exact scene. Before you understand how I exposed her, you need to know how this obsession began. Melissa wasn't always bold. At first, she was quiet, curious, too interested. When we met as teenagers, she asked about my dreams, my school plans, the books I loved. I thought she looked up to me. I didn't realize she was collecting data. When I mentioned learning graphic design, she enrolled weeks later. When I posted a book, she posted the same one. Same angle, same vibe. When I got into Berkeley, she told everyone she almost did. People said it was flattery. Family said I was overreacting. But admiration doesn't copy your life step by step. And it definitely doesn't try to replace you. I wouldn't understand that yet. Not until the copying stopped being casual and started becoming strategic. By the time I moved to San Francisco for my first real job, the copying wasn't subtle anymore. I announced my role at a small startup, proud, hopeful. A month later, Melissa moved to the city too. She said it was about family. It wasn't. She started showing up at the same networking events, wearing outfits that looked familiar. Same colors, same cuts, same posture. Then my brother noticed something that made my stomach drop. She had copied my LinkedIn bio, word for word, just rearranged enough to pretend it was original. Passionate about authentic brand storytelling, became dedicated to genuine brand narratives. That's when the admiration excuse died. Every certification I earned, she enrolled in next. Every conference I attended, she bought a ticket for. Every contact I made, she messaged days later, using phrases that sounded like echoes of my own voice. People started confusing us. Colleagues asked if we were working together. Strangers assumed she was part of my team. And then she crossed a line that couldn't be undone. I landed my dream role at a pharmaceutical marketing firm, a job I'd spent months networking for. 2 weeks after I posted about it, Melissa applied to the same company. She didn't get the job, but she told our entire family that we both interviewed, and they chose me, like it was a competition she almost won. That's when I stopped brushing it off, stopped making excuses for her. I started watching back, and the more I paid attention, the more it felt like she wasn't following me anymore. She was anticipating me, posting before I did, pitching ideas I hadn't shared publicly yet, moving in ways that felt impossible to predict. I changed passwords, enabled security, checked everything. Nothing helped, because the truth was darker than I imagined. She wasn't guessing my moves. She was studying me, and soon I was about to discover just how far she'd taken it. The realization hit me one night at 2 a.m, when sleep wouldn't come and my mind wouldn't slow down. I was scrolling, half numb, half restless, when I stumbled onto a post about professional identity theft. Not credit cards, not money, careers. Someone mentioned discovering a private Discord server where strategies, personas, even personalities were planned in advance. And suddenly, everything clicked. Melissa was always on Discord. She'd mentioned it casually, like it was nothing. Productivity groups, she said. Marketing communities. That night, I made a burner account. No photo, no name, Just curiosity. And a bad feeling I couldn't shake. It took 3 days of digging, public servers, side links, breadcrumbs, until I found something that made my chest tighten. A private server. Invite only. 5 members. The name froze me. It had my name in it. Not directly, but close enough that my hands went cold. What made it worse? All 5 accounts followed the same posting rhythm. Same tone. Same timing. Like one person talking to herself. It was Melissa. She'd built an entire fake community. An echo chamber designed for one purpose. To plan how to become me. I couldn't get in at first. But I noticed something small. Technical. A permissions loophole. Something I'd learned about months earlier at work. I hesitated. This felt wrong. But not knowing felt worse. Within an hour, I had read-only access. And what I saw inside changed how I understood obsession forever. There were channels tracking my posts. My captions. My comments. She logged my certifications, mapped my network, rated people in my life by influence. She broke down my clothes, my hair, even the emojis I used. It wasn't inspiration. It was a blueprint. Message after message talked about staying one step ahead, about not letting me pull away, about becoming a better version of me. Then I found the channel labeled Endgame, and my stomach dropped. Because she wasn't trying to copy my life. She was planning to replace it. I couldn't look away. Every message was more detailed than the last. She had a launch day channel, her notes, her schedule, even her planned speech for the awards ceremony. She'd been waiting for the perfect moment. And she found it. 6 months from now, the Innovation Awards. The room, the cameras, the exact crowd that would see her claim the victory she thought she'd stolen. She wrote it herself. Sophia will probably win the Rising Star Award. That's when I make my move. My hands shook. Not because I feared her. Because I realized just how far this went. Everything I thought was coincidence. Her timing, her moves, her admiration, was a meticulously plotted plan. For a whole year, she'd been studying me, tracking me, copying me, preparing to destroy me at the most public moment of my life. I had 2 choices: freeze, panic, let her play the victim, or play smarter. I chose the second. I backed up everything. Screenshots, metadata, every single post. Then I created my counter-strategy in secret. I told only 3 people, my brother Alex, my best friend Jordan, and my mentor Lisa. They saw the evidence and froze. This isn't admiration, Lisa said. This is pathological. You can't confront her directly. Not yet. I needed her to reveal herself publicly, in front of witnesses. So I baited her. Every LinkedIn post. Every detail about the award. I made sure she'd commit fully to her plan. And I watched. Every late-night practice. Every outfit she picked. Every word of her speech she rehearsed. Her obsession became her trap. The night of the Innovation Awards. Fairmont Hotel, San Francisco. Chandeliers sparkling. The tech elite buzzing. I wasn't nervous about the award. I was nervous about her. Melissa arrived. Red dress. Perfect hair. Perfectly practiced confidence. She caught my eye and smiled. Not a friendly smile. A knowing smile. Lisa squeezed my hand. "You've got this," she whispered. The ceremony went on. Awards for innovation, leadership. Until the rising star in marketing. My name flashed on the big screen. Applause. Heart racing, I walked toward the stage. Then her voice cut through the room. "Stop! This is fraud!" Sophia Chen stole everything from me. The ballroom went silent. All eyes on her. She waved her phone, fake screenshots, edited conversations, manipulated timestamps. She'd planned it all. Everyone expected me to panic, to look guilty. But I didn't. I smiled, pulled out my phone. "I've been waiting for this moment," I said, loud enough for all 300 people to hear. Actually, for 6 months, the event organizers pulled up my email on the big screen. Inside, screenshots of her private Discord server. Project Sophia 2. Daily tracking, career path, network mapping, aesthetic replication. 2 years of planning to copy me and destroy me today. Her confident expression faltered. Confused. Horrified. Lisa stood up. "I'm Lisa Chen, Sophia's mentor. Melissa has been using this information to infiltrate my network. I never endorsed her work. The evidence proves her plan." Melissa froze. Her phone slipped. Her red dress looked like a costume, not a statement. I walked to the stage, accepted my award, gave my prepared speech about authenticity, integrity, creating your own path. Standing ovation. 2 minutes later, I got a message from Melissa. "I'm in therapy. I'm trying to understand why I obsessed with being you instead of myself. I deleted social media. I'm starting over." Months later, I heard she was volunteering at a non-profit. Not copying anyone. Not performing. Just living her own life. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destroying someone. It's holding up a mirror so they finally have to face themselves. And that night, watching her plan unravel, I realized the real victory wasn't the award. It was showing that authenticity always wins.